We strive in life, don't we? We chase. We want to achieve. We want to become the best. We want to be on top of the mountain. The ones that are achievers of us, and many are. I was one, definitely. Not that I'm not anymore. It's just I realized I wasn't an achiever in the right way. What do I mean by that? Well, here's the deal. When we go out after these goals, are they our goals? Or are they defined by wider society and other people we're looking at? You see, in this drive to be that best, we end up not working to be the best version of ourselves. We end up working to be the best version of whatever we find out there in the world, in our industry maybe, right? So we compare ourselves to others. And it's drilled into us. We start doing it unconsciously. We all, you scroll down on a feed and you go, or you see a bit of news, and they're doing this and they're doing that, and there's 111 there. So it's like, what's going on? And you realize, even without noticing, you've built this habit into you, because comparing yourself to others is a habit. And you build it inside of the way you behave, and then it starts to cripple, to go into every area of your life. It even cripples it in a way, although that's not the word I wanted to come out. So, when we compare ourselves with others like that, we don't really know their journey, do we? We don't know what choices they took in life. We don't know what they really want to achieve in life. We just assume that because they're in our industry, I'm in HR, they're in HR, then they seem to have a higher pay grade or whatever else. Yeah, I'll go after that. But does that serve you? Is that what you really want? You see, when we do that, we condition ourselves. We get into the habit of comparing ourselves with others like that. And then what happens is we ride on their decisions. It's not our decisions. They've made certain decisions. We look at that and we follow along. See, I was thinking about this, and I said that we're following along on their roadmap. They maybe have a roadmap in their life, and we're following that roadmap when we compare ourselves to people like that. That's why I was saying in other videos, you should only ever really compare yourself to yourself, because you're the only one that really knows what decisions you feel are best for you. And when you look at that's someone else, you borrow their decisions and their life path. It's like the grass is untrodden, right? And then people go, there's one that goes in a direction, and then everybody else starts to follow that thing. I guess it is a bit of a visionary and follower, or leader and follower, but do you want to be the follower? Don't you think that at least you want to ask yourself some questions as to, is this correct? And this kind of helps you to, one, not compare yourself with others, because you should only really compare yourself to yourself, because you've got the decisions that you should be making your decisions based on where you want to go, based on the questions you ask yourself, based on how you feel. Really, no questions about this, in my view. And it helps you to stop comparing yourself to others, and it also helps you, it frees you to be able to look at that field and go, they went this way, but I want to go this way. And there's just so much power in that. You regain your power. And when you do that, you'll see you won't strive as much as well. You won't strive and you won't chase as much. You will attract things to you because you'll be more open and you'll be more aligned to who you really are. Maybe in your industry, there's a better way of doing certain things. If we all follow other people because they've become successful, quote unquote, or however you want to put it, where do we get? We will become these little robots that just copy paste. You're not that. You're this beautiful, powerful being. You're a co-creator of your reality. And when you do that, you give away your power to someone who's made a decision before you. And you're just looking at a little aspect of their life. They're super successful in their career, but maybe their family life is destroyed and maybe everything else. Who knows what's going on with that person? You're making a decision on a thread of information. You don't know the whole picture. That's why it's never good to compare yourself with others and follow others in your career when you look at that, because you need to make your own decisions. That's my opinion. There's people who go for mentors, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. This is not a video about that kind of mentor-mentee relationship. It's more about you spend time looking at other people in your industry that are really good, and you go, yeah, let's follow this, let's do this, let's do that. Oh, look, they did this, I'm gonna do that. And you end up comparing, and then you end up following people who've made decisions based on their circumstances, whereas your circumstances and your being is most likely very different than theirs. So yeah, I think this is powerful stuff. Look at it. The more you decondition yourself from comparing to others, the freer you become to make your own choices based on how you feel, where you want to go. And you may create a new path in your industry that isn't like everybody else did, and that's better in different ways. We need to be diverse, and many times we end up being robotic copycats. We're not built like that. We're beautiful, powerful beings, and we should follow our instincts, not copy someone else. Thanks for watching. Shine bright, because you have a light.